On my last podcast, I interviewed Andrew Arocha. He's the chief revenue officer for Drift. And not surprisingly, he leaned into revenue growth and optimizing marketing as a key theme. So the idea was less is more discipline, more structure, more focus, and everything has to drive revenue growth. And yes, that's a valid argument and it will be part of a business mix. I also think that creativity is also important. And you can't back away from creativity even when times get tough, when you're trying to tighten your purse strings. So, can you talk about the need for creativity in B2B, what it means to be creative, and how creativity is changing? A very high level, esoteric question because creativity is everything, especially in a creative economy. But what is the
Yeah.
importance of creativity and how do companies make sure that they're balancing revenue growth with, you know, the creative side of marketing?
I'll start with saying that I think there is a risk in seeing marketing as just a revenue channel. It is true, and especially in self-serve model, when you do digital marketing, it's a pure acquisition model and campaigns. But I think marketing is bigger than that. And we were talking about some of those foundations, and they are driven by marketing team and the strategic side and understanding customers and establishing those stories. You can't really put a revenue number on that. And the risk was also this kind of revenue approach, which I see a lot. It's like everyone in marketing needs to own a revenue number. I get that, but at the same time, I think it misses the point on some of the fundamentals of marketing. I think marketing is bigger than that. And when you look at brand and creativity, you have to think long term, and those kind of revenue metrics are short term. They're performance based and immediate based. You have to see the numbers now, but with what we do, you have this long term effect, and whatever you're doing today might not have like an effect today, but it might next year. So if you put that on the side, you will not achieve the same time of growth, I think. So just to go back to creativity, I think it's a way to stand out and think outside of the box. It can take a lot of shape or form. I think there is a bit of misconception that creativity is those kind of big creative ad campaigns that come from consumer world, and you need a TV ad or highly produced video, and that's what you call creativity. But I don't think it is, especially with the emergence of social and like the time that people spend on social, and especially in B2B, especially if you are like targeting marketing and sales, they're all on LinkedIn all day. I think there's a lot of creativity there that is kind of new that we didn't see before. I think there's a lot of ways to be creative when you reach someone's inbox. That's creativity. I receive sometimes messaging from SDRs that are a poem, or they sing me a song, and I'm okay, that's cool, that stopped my attention. And it's the same on social. You will see a rap song and like people doing like good video when they share their learnings, and to me that belongs to the creativity bucket. It's about trying to not do exactly what everyone else is doing. It doesn't have to be the beautiful ad campaign, which of course I love, but you need budget for that.